afternoon, freaks. I'm here to give you a read straight from the hip with lots of lip and dive back into that BroadScope 2023 prediction series for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Mercury, Mars, or a loaded second house, stellium, 3 or more planets in that house, or a significant planetary placement like one of the ones I mentioned before, even if it's in a different sign, but in the house of Taurus. You may find some resonance with the messages that come in. Do be aware that in these reads, I'm reading for a collective. So there's a lot of different messages that come in. I provide them uncensored. It's somebody's message, okay? So it needs to get out there. The best way you can receive one of these readings is to understand that there's a lot of energies in play. So tap into the overarching themes that are coming through. Engage your intuition. Let your intuition guide you in how the energy is speaking to your individual situation. It's not a personal reading. That being said, if you want a personal read, you can always reach out to me at BroadCoven@gmail.com. I do got a holiday special going on right now through the 24th. Okay, so just a couple more days of that left. 2 1-hour readings for $88 flat out the door. It's a steal of a deal. And I do have really nice gift certificates too that can be delivered digitally, or you can print them out. And if you want to know what those look like, check out my community board. Just like scroll down, and you will see them there. And you can contact me at broadcoven@gmail.com if you're interested in that. That is the only way to book with me for a reading, okay? No other way to book for me. And I won't ever request that you, get a reading with me. So if you ever have anybody approach you in that regard, because I know a lot of that goes on at YouTube, that's not me, all right? So if you want to get in on a personal, that's a great opportunity to do it. Get one for yourself, share one with another. Yeah, so just wanted to put that out there. Also, do be aware that when I bring in the signs in a reading, that it could be any strong placement in the chart. So try not to get too stuck on that. Think about just how the energy expresses itself. Again, I bring in the signs because people like it. And sometimes it really hits the nail on the head for who they're dealing with. And so it can be very helpful. Cross watcher energy can come into the mix as well. Okay. So if you hear something that feels a little activating and you feel like, no, wait a minute, that's how I feel. Just understand you might actually see things a lot more similarly than you might have thought. And that can be a bargaining point, and coming to the table if you're in a conflict with somebody. So just understand that you're getting a window of view into how they see the situation. You might not agree with it, but that's their perspective, right? So I think that cross watcher energy can really be used as a tool, and tarot is a tool of transformation, right? It's for your growth, and it's also for you to see the patterns of what's manifesting in your life according to how you're moving. So if you don't like what you hear in a reading, look at how you can make adjustments. And as a reader myself, I always try to bring in something empowering, a way that you can work with the energy to transform it and move things in a more positive direction. So use this as a tool of empowerment. We're going to lay out a special spread. We're looking at predictions for 2023. So do understand that as these energies come in, some of them might not sound familiar to you. It may not seem like anything that's going on in your life. It's a predictive reading. So we're looking into the future. Okay, we're doing a little fortune telling here right now. And it's always a fun time to kind of peer into the future, especially after the past few years we've had. It's been quite a wild ride. There's been a lot going on, right? So people are really wanting to have something they can set their sights forward on. So I like doing these kind of reads at the close of the year. I also want to let you know that I'm going to be doing a zodiac spread. So we're going to look at 12 different areas of life as ruled by the houses. And this is going to give us a real comprehensive view of what's in store. That being said, I want to shuffle on camera. I want you all to see what I'm doing, okay? So we're going to lay these out. I will provide timestamps because it takes me, takes me about 5 minutes to get the whole layout out. Sometimes channeled messages come on through. But I want to make sure that I shuffle on camera. That's important to me, just so you know, that we are having an organic experience together here, and I'm along for the ride with you. I never know what's going to come in. I just get out of the way and let it come on through. So let's go on this journey of discovery with each other. And after this airs live, I will get the timestamps up for you so you can just jump ahead straight away to the read. All right. All right, these aren't wanting to be shuffled anymore. I did pre-shuffle them. These cards are really broken in already. Okay, I have to take it as it is. I probably got the whole deck turned upside down. I do, okay, but I'm taking it as an opening statement, all right? So this is Empress in reverse, okay? This is your energy, Taurus. And so I feel like there's something that has kind of taken you out of your element, taken you out of your center, made you feel a sense of disconnect between you and that Empress energy. Empress energy is all about your ability to create for yourself, create a new way forward. The Empress births new life into being, okay? And of course, yes, this can relate to pregnancy. So maybe some of you have been wanting to have a child, but are struggling with issues in this area around fertility. You might be looking at some holistic approaches to address things. Some of you are going through the change, and that's making you feel a bit out of your element in terms of just really feeling in your womanly essence. There's this awkwardness. So this, again, this like hormonal shift, like as you had during your teen years, where you're trying to feel this whole thing out. It has you not like really feeling yourself, and maybe you also feel like it's having an effect on your appearance in other ways. I mean, in particular, I'm getting like skin and hair, and just wanting to maybe revamp a little bit, zhuzh up a little bit, take care of the appearance a bit. Some of you have been feeling blocked financially. You feel like there's been some diminishment in the area of finances. You're wanting to really turn this around. This bottom of the deck energy is sort of like a snapshot of where you are right now as you're preparing to enter 2023. I think that you are kind of taking a pause. You're looking at some of these things. Some of you may feel like you dealt with a situation where you felt disrespected, where you didn't feel recognized for who you are. And this was something that was upsetting. You've been, trying to feel things out on this level. So we see this is all about taking that energy, getting a different view, getting a different perspective, working through the challenges, and like turning this around. Okay. So you can come back into your element, back into your flow, back into that place of really creating your own way forward, and from an empowered place, like sitting on your throne, crown straight, in a place of emotional mastery, and really being able to generate prosperity for yourself in your life. Okay, so we're going to start on the shuffling right now. 9:10 on the clock, just pointing it out. That might help me get those timestamps down when I watch the playback with you all. Okay, so let's just dive right into it. Let's look at, make sure I got it up right. All right. Where are you at now, Taurus? How are you coming into 2023? Where will you be at in 2023? Okay, this is good. This is good. It felt like a crossing card. Okay, we'll get into that. It kind of goes in line with what I was talking about. Where's Taurus's finances going to be at in 2023? Again, it came out as crossing influence, which is really interesting. Just like this. Okay, and how is communication going to be for Taurus in 2023? How's communication? Ooh, okay, Taurus. Yeah. It's going to get live. Let's just say that it's going to get live. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it, okay? How's the home life going to be for Taurus in 2023? How's the home life going to be for Taurus in 2023? How's the home life? Muddling some things through. I think you got some stuff on your mind about home. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Show me the area of earthly pleasures. Whoa, that came out right away. That's for earthly pleasures, romance, creativity. Okay, interesting. I'm spotting a theme here. Work and routine. Where is Taurus's work and routine? Okay, these all wanted to flip up together. All right. Got quite a few there. I think you're doing a lot of revamping in 2023. 11:11 on the clock when I said that. You're coming into alignment. I feel like you're coming into alignment with your like directional reroute. And I feel like a lot of this has to do with your work and just your daily habits, your daily routine. There's something that's really switching up in 2023. This just coming in right now. So I got to go with the download when it comes in. This is why you know, you don't want to skip the shuffle necessarily. There's messages that come in. There's messages that come in. Yeah, bottom of the deck energy. I feel like you're really going to be taking charge with that emperor energy of your work and your daily routines. You're going to streamline things. I think this is going to be a big pivotal focus in turning things around. We'll get into that when we actually read that. Okay. What's going on in partnerships, as in marriage, committed love relationships, unions? It could be unions in a creative project too, but it's all about love and beauty and relating in that house of Libra. Okay, Libra might factor in strongly. I don't know why that's coming in. You do share a ruler, Venus, okay? Venus energy front and center coming in. So let's see what, okay, that one would come up. Okay. All right, comes out as a crossing influence again. You have a lot of crossing influences. When I see that come up in a read, for me, this is all about being at a crossroads. Like the choices you make in 2023 are going to be really pivotal ones. They'll affect your life for a long time to come. So be wise, okay? What's coming up in the area of sex, death, transformation, and the occult for those on the path of the weird way? What's coming up in that 8th house action? All right. Oh, interesting. Okay. Another crossing influence. Okay, so where's travel, expansion, and spirituality going to be at for Taurus? All right. That's pretty cool there. And where's PR, career, public image, reputation going to be at? Okay, oh, that's good. Very good. Very good. Good news. Okay, good news with that. Friends. Flew right out. Okay. All right, that's good. Very good. And finally, karma. Show me the karma for Taurus in 2023. What karma are they going to need to evolve beyond? Anything going on with hidden enemies? What's going to be the blind spot? Okay. And that, again, a crossing influence. Let's see. Where am I going to put this? I guess I'll put that there. And then finally, let's just get a theme card for your whole 2023. Theme card for 2023. Theme card for 2023 for Taurus collected. You wanted a bunch. Okay. Come on, Taurus. You're like, lay it all on me, man. I want some answers. Let's put this. I got all this space taken up here. I guess. Put these all up here. All right. So first thing we're looking at, 15 on the clock. All right. I'm going to try to support myself with timestamps here. Make my job easier. Okay. So first thing we're looking at is you. This is like a snapshot of where you're at right now and also what's going to be building in terms of just where you're at, like your general weather pattern in 2023. Also, kind of how you'll be presenting yourself out in the world in terms of your personality, just what your energy signature will be. And this came in as a crossing influence, okay? And so we got the sun here. Beautiful energy to come forward. Oh, I didn't even see this. There's a card right behind it, okay, with the 10 of Cups. This is beautiful. This is fulfillment. This is happiness. I think a lot of you are, entering into really beautiful love unions. Some of you are even making families. Some of you may be welcoming a baby with the sun card here. Okay. So motherhood may play a role in your situation. Mother may be front and center in your situation, and children are kind of a mainframe. The family, what family means to you, and also really finding that sweet spot where you have that sense of togetherness. I think that you're already kind of entering the new year, already in this place of recently gone through a level up in your life of some sort, around home, family, love, and togetherness. And those of you who have been trying to conceive, I think that this is something that you're going to step into in 2023. And it looks like it will be successful. It'll bring a lot of joy. So, this is a very positive message right there. Some of you, I have to bring it in because of the time of year we're in with the sun here. It makes me think of the return of the Sun King. We just had winter solstice last night. So now the light is continuing to build. And I think that you're just going to continue to see just this beauty bloom in your life in terms of love and togetherness and family. There's a closeness that's there and there's a lot to celebrate. And I think people are seeing this in you. They're seeing that you're happy. They're seeing you're happy and you've had a glow up. And so this is very positive, beautiful energy there. And for those of you who recently found out that you are pregnant, congratulations. I think that this is going to be a really wonderful experience for you. I think that you're going to have a pretty easy pregnancy. You're going to have a lot of joy as you go through the process. And so you may have been hearing horror stories from people around you. Don't listen to them. I think you're going to have quite a different experience. Okay. Looking in terms of finances, we got the 8 of Cups to the Page of Pentacles. This also came in a crossed position. Okay. So again, there's decisions to be made here. All right. Decisions to be made here. And, with your initial cards with that sun, just going back for a moment to where you're at with that 10 of Cups and the sun, they came in crossing too. So I think you have a big decision too to make in 2023 in terms of what really makes you happy, what a fulfilling relationship really looks like for you, and issues around togetherness and family. This is really going to be at the main frame focus point for you in 2023. There's something about this. And also success, what does success look like? And what does it look like on a deep level? You might be thinking of success more in terms of emotional success or how you feel on a spiritual level. These things might be more important to you than outward things. Okay. Now, in the area of your money, we got the Page of Pentacles. This is your energy, Taurus, okay, with the 8 of Cups. And I feel like you're walking away from a line of work that's kind of, it's keeping you limited. It's like you've reached the ceiling here. There's no higher way to, there's no higher pathway to go in this work situation. I also feel like you're kind of bored. You feel like you're just sort of going through the motions of your work at this point, and you need something that's a little more stimulating. there's this desire to have growth in the area around how you make money. And you also want to see your finances growing. I mean, I think you got enough to get by. I think you got enough to get by, but I think you're really wanting to see more, more for the energy you're expending. So I see you walking away from a work situation and heading in a new direction where you're really the beginner in this arena. You have to kind of like start again. But it's something that really excites you. It's something that interests you, and you know that it'll be a growth process for you. And that's also what's intriguing for you. You finally feel like you're doing something where you're stimulated again. It won't be just kind of like going through the motions to get, a paycheck. Some of you are going to be developing things on your own, going into business for yourself, but there's a lot of pieces involved in this. There's a lot of training you need to get. Some of you are going to be looking at getting some kind of education, some kind of training that will support you in what you're going to be creating here. But I definitely see you moving away from the grind. Like, you don't want to do what you've been doing up to this point. It's just become too like methodical and boring. I feel like it's boring. I feel like you're not excited by the way you've been earning money. You're wanting something that you feel more connected to, the work you're doing, like where you feel like your work is making, I'm getting like this piece almost like making a real contribution, making a contribution to society. Like you're doing something purposeful rather than just something that just gives you a paycheck. You're definitely wanting more fulfillment in the area of how you earn money. I see you taking steps to change that. And some of you might be looking into things like getting loans or some type of grants that can help fund directions you want to head into. Okay. I definitely see like needing to work out things with certain institutions to sort of like take the next step in the direction you're going to be heading into financially. Also, humble beginnings. So try not to overspend, make sure you got a budget and that you're mindful that there's going to be some money you're likely going to have to lay out, to create what you want to build for yourself financially. There's going to be like an initial investment in order to build the finances, right? You might be doing some investments and you might start small, you might want to play the stocks and you might start real small, just kind of like dip your toes in. So just be mindful too about how you're balancing your money and how much you risk versus the reward, all those pieces. Okay. Now, next in the area of communication, we have the 5 of Wands. All right. So I see there's more arguments on the horizon. There's drama. There's clashing of wills. There's some kind of messy, it looks like a community situation, a social group, social circle, something along these lines. Maybe this is why you're thinking about what you want for happiness. This could be within the family too. There's just some kind of disruption. I got a lot of sentience here. So this is also competition. You might be dealing with a competitive situation where, you got multiple people and they all want something for themselves and they can't get on the same page. There's this piece. You might feel like you have to fight for attention so you can actually get communication that you desire. This is also just having kind of abrasive communication. So there's a need to really temper the stubbornness. That Taurus energy, y'all can run a little stubborn when you're out of balance. And we know when we got like a clashing of wills like this, that you're being stubborn somewhere. There's got to be some give and take. Okay. I think this is something you're going to be working on in 2023. You're also going to be working on how you communicate so others can actually hear you. Maybe people feel like you come, Ted just said, woo. So, maybe people feel like you come off a little combative, like you're just looking for a fight. There's something that needs to be refined here. I'm getting in areas where you're really dealing with some challenges. It might be good to have like a mediator involved in your situation, somebody who can help hash things out with some nonviolent communication. Because at a certain point, if there's not a way to, bridge the gap with communication, it can just be gridlock, nothing moves forward. So this is really, really important, really important. I also feel like there's some issues in your network that need to be worked out. I think this is in relation to business. I'm picking this up. It feels to me almost like trying to be in business partnership situations with competitors, and that's not really like the best arrangement. You know, you might really want to consider streamlining things. If you're thinking about getting multiple people involved in something you're trying to pursue on a business level, it might be best if you keep it simple starting out. This might lead to more complication than you expect right now. This piece just coming in, so I want to bring that in. Also, if you're getting into an area, a field of work that involves communication, public speaking, things along these lines, or you're in the public eye in some way, there might be some cleanup work you need to do around communication. Maybe you need to, um, you know, work with somebody on this level, somebody who can help strengthen your public speaking skills, something along these lines. Help you streamline your message, your mission statement, like this coming forward. You might work with somebody on like a mentorship level, this coming in. I think it's going to be important how you come across. Maybe you're doing something that's going to kind of put you more in the public eye. And so this is a piece that's really coming in, honing this in here. Also, just being aware of getting too many people involved in your business pursuits. It may seem like I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine, like it could be a mutually beneficial situation. It actually complicates things. It fractures the energy. I feel like there's more need for focus, bringing the energy in. Bringing the energy in, being very cleared, and also communicating very clearly and being open to hear other perspectives, because there's this like gridlock, combativeness that needs to be overcome. Challenges, drama, dynamics, where people can't get on the same page. You're going to be dealing with more of this in 2023. There will also be some communications that are kind of passionate too, a lot of these difficulties might be related to passions and conflicting passions, okay? So this piece can come in. All right. Next area we are looking at, 1, 2, 3, okay, is the home. And we got Knight of Cups. Okay, so this is water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is also about the arrival of something on the scene of an emotional nature that brings some kind of invitation to step into like a deeper level of commitment. I'm feeling this really coming in strongly. There's something happening on the home front that's being extended from another person that brings a real feeling of arrival in matters of feeling at home. Maybe you're really taking the next level in a love relationship. You're moving in together. You're really building a home together. You're invested in it together. It's not just their home, it's your home now. And there's something about this that is really, again, I feel this feeling of togetherness that's within the home for you. It's like all about family and togetherness in the home, and creating a lot of emotional security in your home environment this year. It looks really positive. There's some kind of movement, some kind of change that happens in the home too that gives more of a feeling of comfort. And I'm getting aesthetically, all right, Taurus, there might be something you want to see changed within the home that maybe it's sort of been like I'm getting like kind of like an eyesore for you, and it's something you just, it might have to do with the bathroom. You might just want some alteration to the bathroom. So it's more of an area where you can kind of like pamper yourself. And so you might be looking to make some changes in that area there. Interesting, interesting. Okay, so for earthly pleasures and creativity, and it's interesting, right? Because you opened up with that Empress energy in reverse, and here you got the Fool in reverse. So again, the Empress bursts all new things into being. She provides the way forward through creativity. And now we're looking at the area of creativity and earthly pleasures and romance, very much Empress energies, that Venus energy. And again, blocked up. Your energy's blocked up from moving forward in this area. There's something that you're needing to do to get back into your energy and back into your element again. This might be what some of that communication is about, combative communication. I don't know if you took on somebody else's view of you, perception of you, and you really took it to heart. Maybe somebody had harsh words for you. Maybe you dealt with somebody who was like emotionally putting you down, you know, judging you, or on some level like picking you apart, and it made you feel kind of some insecurity. And if you kind of internalize that, if something occurred that sort of knocked you off your block and you're still holding this within you and just not feeling confident, you know, this also could be around something in regard to maybe there was somebody you were connecting with romantically. It was feeling hopeful, feeling positive, feeling like it was going to go to like the next level. And then this person just like bailed out on you last minute. This could have been in relation to like going on a trip, or this might be something that's coming up in the future. I'm referring to the past though, and that's not an accident. So I feel like there's something in relation to this situation that happened in the past, went down in the past. There's a past connection here. It's like a stuckness. There's a part of you that's afraid almost. If you're newly single, you might be really like afraid to get out there, to put yourself out there again. Maybe you feel like you got played for a fool. You don't want to look like a fool again. And this is actually blocking you. It's blocking up avenues that could be really pleasurable for you, that could be areas you do want to explore, people you do want to get to know, new things you do want to try, you know, but you're kind of like holding yourself back because I really feel this is like a lack of confidence, and it ties into that same energy as that Empress in reverse that was the basis of the matter that opened everything up here for you. There's something that really needs to be addressed here in the area of confidence. And, you know, also allowing your creativity to come forward. There's something about almost like I'm getting like a reticence or maybe a shyness in allowing yourself to share your creativity, share your creative ideas. Maybe you're feeling there's something about comparing yourself to others in this area that's sort of knocking you out of your full potential, where it's kind of like you need to drop that. Like there is no contrast and compare. Nobody does things the way you do. You're uniquely you. And the sooner that you come to like accept that and and acknowledge your gifts and the unique way that they're expressed through you. Like the sooner you can turn this energy around and be willing to take some risks. I feel like you need to like take some creative risks. Like you need to roll the dice a bit more. You need to take more chances, not stay within safe spaces. And especially in terms of creativity, like it's okay. Let it be a mess. Let it be a disaster. Something really amazing might happen as a result of something not going the way that you planned. And it's about entering that creative space, which is really kind of like chaos, you know, where everything's just sort of here, there, everywhere. And that's where all the potential is when nothing yet has come into form. And some of you may be finding this, that when you're working on your creative projects, like you have a vision and then it goes awry and it kind of goes through this messy stage where you feel a little lost and that makes you doubt your confidence. But then you find it just amazingly turns out into this masterpiece in the end. And it was all about the process itself that led to that result, that it's okay to have things go awry because they lead to creative solutions, right? So I also feel there's creative solutions on deck too, where you felt challenged, you know, in the area of romance or just putting yourself out there, meeting new people, you know. Some of you are in a brand new area and you feel a little out of your element. You just recently had a move. You're in a new community. You're trying to get to know people. You sort of feel, you know, you haven't really found your people. I think it's just about taking that risk to put yourself out there, try new things, and you know, you'll find your place for sure. Okay, next we have, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now we got work and routine, and you had quite a bit come up here. There's something that you cut off. And again, this is coming in. I think this disrupted your routine, or this will disrupt your routine entering into 2023. It's something in relationship to a love relationship. Okay. We see this very strongly. Something's being put on ice. There's a separation. It causes a lot of anxiety. We have the 2 of Cups to the 9 of Swords to the 4 of Swords. This is letting go. This is letting something just be at rest. There's a lot of anxiety about this. There's a lot of stress about this. I feel like this is stress around a separation, stress around letting something go. Was this the right decision to let this go? This is something you're going to be grappling with in 2023. There's some kind of worry, stress about a love relationship, not knowing what to do, not knowing the right choice, feeling a lot of anxiousness, also feeling some kind of separation and distance. I see you're going to be trying to do your best to give this over and turn it over. I mean, I think ultimately you're going to go with it's the right thing to move away from this connection. Okay, so with the 2 of Cups, this is some kind of soulmate connection. I mean, it would be of a romantic variety. Okay, this could be somebody from your past. You've been processing some stuff around this relationship. Maybe you've been revisiting it a little bit. Maybe you're continuing to do some healing release work around this in 2023. This could be choosing to walk away from a love relationship in 2023 as well. I mean, we do have this energy of you really wanting to get in touch with what brings you fulfillment. What does togetherness look like for you? It's something that's front and center for you. And it makes sense because you're still going to be hosting that North Node, which is the North Node of Destiny, up until July 2023. So you're moving up into what you really value. You're really stepping up into your worth. You're doing this kind of work. So it makes sense if you have any connections where you don't feel like that Empress in you was seen, was acknowledged. You didn't feel valued, where your worth wasn't acknowledged. you know, there may be a desire to let connections like that go. Let connections like that go. And this might not be the easiest thing to do, to invest in yourself like this, but with the Queen of Swords energy coming in real strong like that, this is definitely like cutting something off and choosing to move forward to calmer waters with this Six of Swords here. I do see though that with this depiction, there's still swords in the boat moving forward with this person who's wanting to head toward a more peaceful passage in life. I think that a lot of this is taking place on the mental level for you. I feel like this is a connection that you're processing. It's something you let go of in the past and you carried it forward with you into 2023, and you're still letting it take up this like mental space in your consciousness. So this might disrupt your routine a bit. And I'm particularly getting around the area of sleep. Like you need more rest. And you might want to even, take time, go on some trips by the water, to just relax, let things go, turn things over, try to give yourself some space for integration and release. You might want to take like a retreat, go on a relaxing retreat somewhere in nature where you can just sort of experience a healing. Some of you might go on some kind of healing retreat. This might come in for you, something to, just help integrate this experience. But I feel like there's a lot going on here in terms of it disrupting the sleep. It's like your mind becomes busy with this issue at night. It causes you stress, and this is negatively impacting your daily work routine. It's throwing everything off. You need to have energy to be able to function optimally. So there's a need to get your sleep in order. Make sure you're getting quality rest and really address that. In areas of anxiety, you might want to look into passion flower tincture this coming in. It's very safe. There's no contraindications. It's very gentle and it's wonderful for anxiety. If you'd like to learn more about it and how to work with it in terms of anxiety, it's excellent nervine. You can go to Dr. Andrew Wheel's website and look up passion flower for anxiety, and he will really give you thorough information on it. He's somebody you can really trust in regard to this. And you may look at that approach if you're dealing with something like this and it's disrupting your work, it's disrupting your daily routine. You might look at going and seeing somebody who practices integrative medicine. Maybe you've gone more the traditional medical route and you're going to start looking at more holistic options to bring some balance to your day-to-day life. Get yourself on a good self-care routine that can help balance these things out for you. Okay. Now we're going to look at the area of partnerships. This is like love relationships. And we got some truth coming out, some truth is coming forward, and it's going to produce a brand new action being taken. And this is all going to play out in the fall and the winter. Okay, so look at fall and winter season to be a significant time of change in relationships. Okay, there's some significant action being taken in relationships for you in 2023. In the winter, I feel it's about something being communicated. It's a truth that's going to be communicated. I'm getting that it's like a declaration of love. It's something that's been held back emotionally. It comes forward. It's spoken clearly. It's a game changer. Okay. And then I feel like passions are really going to get stirred for you in the love department. For those of you, since this does look more in the area of committed relationships, I feel like with this Ace of Wands, this is like a reinvigoration of, excitement in the bedroom. I feel like your sex life is really going to improve and you're going to feel a lot of togetherness on that level in your relationship. if things have fallen kind of a little stale, a little flat, there's going to be like the passion stirred. You're going to feel that connection with each other again. And in the winter time, with that truth being spoken, it could be, somebody's going to like make that declaration of love and pop the question. Okay, so this really coming in strongly. It looks like a time of passion and bold declarations in the area of love. So these are new beginnings, and that's very positive for you. So a lot of new beginning energy, and like I'm really feeling like taking it to the next level. Truth coming out, emotions being expressed that were held in, some cases, proposals, making it official, getting hitched, and look for the passions to really get stirring. Like sex life is going to improve in your romantic connection. So that's really wonderful. Okay. Very positive message to get there. For sex, the occult, death, transformation, you got this 7 of Wands energy. So again, I'm noticing this piece here. I feel like you're not wanting to settle, okay, with that Ace of Wands that came in there and that sexual piece. I think you're wanting to go deep sexually. You're not wanting like fuck boy energy, you're not wanting um, you know, people that are just kind of here to engage in superficial sexuality. Maybe you played the field a bit in the past. Maybe you had a lot of different potential partners coming at you. I think you whittled down your selection to just one in 2023. You're focusing your energy on somebody special, and you're really going to be moving forward with them. It has everything to do with the truth being communicated, though. Like something's held back in the communication in this situation. Somebody's too defensive, too, with that 7 of Wands energy. Somebody's too defensive, they're blocking this energy as well. Again, I'm getting this piece that's sort of tying in. This could also be like maybe one partner really has a strong sexual appetite and the other is like, not feeling that. There might be some conflict around that. You really value sexual connection. I mean, you're a Taurus, you're sensual, so this is an issue. You're standing your ground with this, maybe you explored options in the past, but you're really wanting a deep connection. It's good to see this sign of like the sexual piece really getting on board with that special someone within the context of a love relationship, like a committed love relationship. So I think you had to go through a selection process. I think you've been mulling over options, even if you haven't been acting on them. And I think you're going to ultimately decide not to go for options, not to explore in this area. You're going to stand your ground. You don't want to settle for any energy like that. You really want what you want. You wanted to like work out with the person that you're, linked up with in 2023. This is definitely like you're in some significant relationship. There's a new beginning, things up leveling in a relationship. And I think you're not going to entertain, this kind of option energy. You're going to be guarding your space, protecting your space. And those of you who are dating and you're single and you are out there, checking out what's available, and entertaining some opportunities. I think you're going to be very selective in who you choose to spend your time with, who you choose to engage with. You're not just going to take the first thing that's thrown your way. I also feel like you're not going to have sex right away. Some of you might be choosing to be more celibate, dial in the deeper aspects of the relationship first before just going to the carnal, there's some piece of this and it's good. It's like standing your ground, knowing your worth, and really actualizing that north node energy that you're stepping into. And then in the next area, we have travel, expansion, spirituality. Again, like this is celebration energy, 3 of Cups. Okay. for travel, I'm just getting big honeymoon energy, especially with that, what came in your partnership area with the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands. So this could be some kind of honeymoon trip taken in the fall or the winter. All right. Um, you might decide to go to Hawaii in the winter. This coming in, you want to go and do whale watching. Okay. There's something that's a celebration though um, around travel, you know. It could be traveling for somebody else's wedding as well. There's some piece coming in for somebody about travel and a wedding, okay? So it could be traveling to somebody's destination wedding. It also could be you going on your honeymoon. Um, I also think that you're going to really find like a sense of spiritual connection with this three. Those of you that are of the witchy persuasion, you know, you might have found three that you really like to work with. You like to do some moon magic with. You feel you each represent the different phases of the goddess, the maiden, the mother, the crone, you know. You might be doing some more community gathering stuff and expanding in this area, um, exploring your spirituality on this level. It's bringing you a lot of healing. So this is really beautiful. I'm picking up goddess energy with that pretty strongly. Some of you are going to be exploring more pagan paths and bringing that in. And then the next one is PR, career, your image, your brand. And I mean, this is excellent. Those of you heading into entrepreneurship, you are going to be so damn successful. And where you opened up with this Empress in reverse energy, this is perfect because this is pre-Empress energy. So this shows you're turning the energy around. You're going to have a glow up, okay? And this is obviously going to have a positive effect on your public image, how people are seeing you. They're seeing you in a place where you're successful, where you've grown something for yourself financially. You're in your element, you're looking good, you're feeling good, you're in that pre-Empress energy. So this is a very positive turnaround in terms of your career, your brand, your image. I do see you doing something on your own, okay? There's some entrepreneurial pursuit that you are going to be taking on in 2023, and it's going to be extremely successful for you. 52 on the clock when I said that, double sevens, okay? Lucky for you to make this change, all right? And then we have in your friends and community where you felt at odds, you're going to get on the same page. This is 10 of Pentacles. This is another marriage card, okay? This is living with somebody, building a future with somebody. You're equally invested in each other. So marriage, for those of you who have been in long-term relationships, marriage is strongly aspected for you, at the very least, moving in together and really building a future together, taking your commitment to the next level. Very strong. But I feel like also this is a real feeling of community togetherness. Like you feel like you've built a real solid community. You've got like your core friends, you're meeting new people. They're very solid, and you're enjoying what you're building on the level of community and in your friendships in 2023. It's mutually beneficial connections. Okay. And then in the area of karma, you got some karma to deal with with a King of Wands energy. Okay. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is like the dead coming back to life. Remember that relationship I was talking about? It was on your mind. This is a karmic connection. There is something that needs to be addressed here. So do expect to have to do some work on this level in relation to this person, okay? With the Judgment, this is always something that's like coming around the bend, okay? And I'm really getting here with the horn blowing. It's giving me like the piper must be paid, all right? So there's something that needs to be balanced out here, and it will be dealt with in 2023. That's really at the forefront. And this might be somebody who really did you dirty with that hidden enemy sector ruling over. this space in the spread. Okay, so there's something that needs to be transformed here, alchemized, overcome, very much front and center. That's your karmic work. And then this is like your overarching theme. Okay, so I love it. Look at it, Empress. You get yourself back upright. I love it. How beautiful. And how do you get there? Through not being in a situation where you're forced to compromise yourself, your values, who you are. You notice this figure, they act like they're giving to you, but you know, these people are on their knees. They're in a subservient position. You're finding the balance. Look at the scales, okay? You're finding the balance. You want situations that meet you on your level where you don't have to compromise or settle in order to be accepted. 55 on the clock when I said that. And by you doing this, and not accepting, offers that don't feel right to you or come at you, and there's something fishy about it, where you feel like they're half stepping or they're trying to pawn something off as really good, but it doesn't amount to shit. You're very, very much focused on your security and you're not willing to compromise that. You're being very stubborn in it. You are being quite stubborn. But you got your eyes on the prize. And what do you want? You want that Ace of Pentacles. You want that new tangible beginning. You only want an offer that's going to find fulfillment. And I see you finding it, okay? With the Four of Wands coming into alignment. Look, you get your flowers. There's someone there that's got their flowers too. You got the castle in the background, very much in harmony with that 10 of Pentacles, okay? And you're opening 10 of Cups, all right? Y'all, some of you are seriously getting married in 2023, and it's that happy ending to what has been a long, hard mile to get there. And you are tired, boss. But this is sweet reward, okay? And it's definitely something to celebrate. And does everything always live happily ever after? No, but this is pretty damn good, okay? This is pretty damn good. And you got somebody that'll be by your side, to weather the changes in life that are inevitable. We all go through positive times. We all go through challenges, but this is a big come up for you. For those of you who aren't getting married, you're really building solid finances for yourself and a lot of personal fulfillment. This could have everything to do with some kind of business partnership you enter into. Something you create brings forward a lot of celebration. It's publicly recognized. This could be like some kind of red carpet event, some big opening, something really to celebrate. You did it. It was a dream. You went for the dream. It was a gamble. It pays off. It pays off big time, like legacy energy there. But look at this. This is the best to me because it's what started your reading. You were in reverse and here you are upright. So this is full on glow up year for you. And where you were knocked off your block in the past, you're going to be doing what's necessary to do all this karmic cleanup work. And you're going to step into that North Node destiny where you truly know your value, you know your worth, and you won't be knocked out of your element again. Beautiful message for you. Very happy for you. Blessings, Taurus.